big drama at Ibrox. Haji could be out the door, Clement's under fire but refusing to face reality, and King Carlos reveals a shocking done deal that never happened. Plus, Rodgers clinging to Celtic, but is it Europe or fear of Rangers that's keeping him there? And Patrick Stewart, is he ready to pull the trigger on Clement? You won't want to miss this. Let's dive in. Haji's future at Ibrox is hanging by a thread, and it's one that's got every Rangers supporter on edge. Multiple clubs are circling with offers on the table that could tempt him away from Glasgow. The lad's been through it this season, banished to the B team only to claw his way back into the starting 11 with sheer grit and class. 4 goals, 5 assists, and a run of 7 straight starts. He's been pivotal, and now we might lose him for absolutely nothing at the end of the season. The board's scrambling, trying to get him tied down with a new deal, but the clock's ticking. And let's be honest, you know why we're in this position. Poor planning, dithering in the summer window, and now the vultures from Europe, including Genoa and Fenerbahce, are ready to pounce. But here's the kicker. It's not just Haji's future causing unrest at Ibrox. Philippe Clement's under serious pressure. The Scottish Cup humiliation to Queen's Park at Ibrox of all places was an absolute disgrace, and sitting 13 points behind Celtic in the league, unacceptable. The anger from the stands is deafening, and you can't blame it. So if Haji does walk away for nothing, who's to blame? The board for their shocking mismanagement, or Clement for not making him feel indispensable sooner? Or, brace yourself, is it Haji himself for flirting with the exit when the club needs him most? Philippe Clement's defiance after that embarrassing Scottish Cup exit to Queen's Park is hard to stomach. Isn't it he's talking about motivations ahead of Tynecastle? But let's be honest, being motivated isn't some badge of honor. It's the absolute bare minimum when you're in charge at Ibrox. And where was the accountability? No apology to you, no holding his hands up, just more of the same empty promises. The silence from the boardroom is deafening as well. Patrick Stewart's nowhere to be seen, no backing for Clement, no plan shared with you, nothing. It's as if they're hoping you'll just forget about the disaster at Ibrox, but you won't because you deserve answers. And the problems at the club run deeper than Clement, but that doesn't give him a free pass either. This rebuild is massive, but how can you believe in it when there's no transparency, no direction, and no leadership from the top? Has Clement already lost you, or does the real blame lie with a board that's leaving him to fail on his own? You can feel the smugness dripping from the other side of the city, can't you? Brendan Rodgers suddenly inspired to stay because he's had a brave wee night in Europe with Bayern, conveniently forgetting how his lot bottled it time and time again on the big stage. But let's be clear, if Rodgers does hang around, it's not because he's craving another run at Europe. It's because he knows the biggest danger to Celtic's stranglehold isn't coming from Munich. It's coming from Ibrox. They're lapping up our pain right now, but they know it won't last. You've seen it before. When Rangers hit rock bottom, we come back twice as strong. Let them crow about their bank balance. Money's nice, but it doesn't win you titles on its own. You know what does? Heart, pride, and a burning desire to wipe that smug grin off their faces. This season's been a disaster. No sugarcoating it. But every disaster at Rangers is just the start of a new fight back. And you know what? If Rodgers is still around when that comeback hits, he'll be wishing he'd legged it back down south. If Rodgers stays to chase glory in Europe, do you reckon he'll bottle it the same way he bottled it against the likes of Lincoln Red Imps? Or, brace yourself, would you rather he stays so he's here to watch Rangers rise up and smash Celtic's dreams to bits? Patrick Stewart's barely got his feet under the desk at Ibrox, and already he's facing a decision that could define his entire Rangers legacy. Does Philippe Clement survive, or is his time up? Let's be honest, after that Queen's Park disaster, many think he should have been gone on the spot. A 1-0 defeat at Ibrox to a mid-table championship side in the Scottish Cup. It's an absolute disgrace, and it's not just that. 13 points adrift of Celtic in the league, and let's not forget the League Cup final collapse against them as well. This season has been one humiliation after another. Patrick Stewart said it himself, there's no silver bullet solution to fix Rangers, but he was clear results must improve, especially away from home. Yet, here we are, still watching Clement stumble from one disaster to the next. It's been the same story every week, no answers against teams sitting deep, baffling substitutions, and a complete lack of progress. How much longer can this go on? Now, you've got folks saying money's the only reason he's still here, but Stewart's shot that down. No, the real reason is that Europa League last 16 tie. Make no mistake, Clement's entire Rangers career could come down to those 2 matches. If he pulls off a miracle, he might just survive. But if we crash out and the league's already gone, you'd have to think Stewart will show him the door. But here's the real kicker. Sacking Clement might feel good, but will it actually change anything, or are the real problems sitting higher up? Because, let's be honest, the recruitment has been shocking for years. The board's been asleep at the wheel, and now it's you paying the price with another wasted season. So, if Clement bottles it in Europe, do you want him gone immediately, or is it time to finally point the finger at the board and ask, who's really dragging Rangers down? Carlos Cuellar back at Ibrox in 2011. What a what-if that was. The deal was there, signed and sealed, but fate had other plans. A knee injury, a 2-month layoff, and Rangers couldn't wait while chasing European glory. It's gutting because you know how much Cuellar bled blue. He was ready to take a pay cut just to come home. And imagine what he could have brought back to Ibrox. Experience, leadership, and that fighting spirit you loved from his first spell. Remember him bossing it in 2007-08 Scottish Premier League Player of the Year, a European final run. You couldn't ask for more from a centre-back. At 29, he was still in his prime and could have been the rock we needed during a chaotic time for the club, but it never happened, and here you are, wondering about what could have been. Cuellar's still in the game, though. He's managing Real Murcia's B team now with the UEFA Pro license. You can't help but feel there's unfinished business between him and Ibrox. Should Rangers be offering Cuellar a coaching role to bring that passion back to the club, or is it time to stop living in the past and focus on a new generation? Comment below what you think about the news. Don't forget to leave a like on the video to help me out. I post videos every day talking about our Rangers, so if you're not subscribed, you're missing out on the latest news. See you soon.